Hello everyone, my name is Sylokat, and this is Horizon Zero Dawn.
Rost? Rost? Rost?
Where is he? 2 days before the proving and he goes off without me? He wouldn't do that.
Okay, welcome back. We are now in control of adult Aloy. Our powers have grown. We are so much better now. So, first up we get a spear, which is wonderful. So, big important thing to note here, there are a limited number of these little statues. You can see that they've got they look like some of these machines, basically training dummies. There's actually a trophy in the game to destroy all of these. Now, I don't remember how many there are. I could probably look it up. I'm sure all of you guys will find all that information for me, but I want to say there's like 13 of them. And like I said, destroy them, kill them, or leave them. It really doesn't matter. But if you want the trophy, if you want to do a platinum on this game, you definitely need to destroy them all.
I'll find a use for you.
Again, not a necessity, but just something to look out for. I don't know why I'm destroying these. I've already got the trophy. It's just kind of fun to do it. So something else, I don't know, it still doesn't give me the option. Oh yeah, it does. Okay. So one of the things that this game gives you is the option to upgrade, and you can see here we have a lovely skill tree, and there are plenty of options. For this, I would suggest to everyone who's starting out, definitely read through some of these skills, especially read through some of the later skills that you get. make sure that you are comfortable with what you see and what you want to go for. The game is forgiving. If you start going down a path that you're not 100% okay with, you get more than enough points throughout the entire game to actually max all of these out. In fact, they're talking about trophies. There's actually a trophy for learning everything on the skill tree. But once again, you can see here, you can see this traveler, it focuses more on getting shards and upgrading your spaces. Of course, there's some things that we don't know about right here. Forager is going to do a lot of stuff as far as giving you resource gathering. You can get basic resources, you can hold more resources, that sort of thing. Here you go, you see you can disarm traps. Scavenger, increased chance for extra resources. Then you start coming back down to here to Brave and Prowler. So this is going to be more, Brave is going to be more of your fighting stance. You see right here, concentration gives you the ability to slow down time and maybe take a better aim. This is actually one of the first things that I will go for because I suck at aiming in this game. Especially playing this on very hard, there's going to be a lot more challenge, and having this unlocked early in the game for me is going to be something that's really great. You guys don't have to do the same thing. You get to choose whatever you want to on your playthrough. Definitely choose something based on what you want to do. You see also here we have this precision, light spear attacks have an increased chance to knock off armor and components. This gets very useful later on in the game when you start going up against heavier machinery. Critical hit, press R1 for high damage on attack, high damage attack on downed enemies. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab that one as well. And then here you go, we got Silent Strike. So this is actually, Prowler is more of your stealth realm, and you can see, look, you got Hunter Reflexes, which this will probably be one of my next unlocks. Silent Drop is really good. It allows you to jump off of cliffs or whatever without alerting some of the enemies. But for now, we're going to go with Silent Strike, and you'll see why. I will use that a lot in this to kill enemies, because the way the game is actually designed, it is a bad idea to go just running right into enemies, especially right at the beginning of the game.
He said we'd go hunting this morning. Why isn't he here? Where's he gone to?
So again, we get to run around, see a little bit of Aloy's digs as she grew up. And now we actually get to, here, you see we collected our first fire kiln root. Different roots, different items to do different things. And as we go throughout the game, we will find out what those are.
What's he doing up there? He's just standing there. What's going on with him?
Whoa! Almost fell off there. But anytime, just pause the game, you hit the start button. Or options button, I'm sorry. I use my controller for a lot more than just PlayStation. So it's a start button for Nintendo.
Aloy, you're here.
So again, this is one of those choices. I don't think that any of this stuff actually matters.
Did you want to be alone?
No. We must speak. I've been thinking about your training, Aloy. You've learned to hunt, learned to survive. But I fear there's a lesson I failed to teach you. Would you learn it now?
Of course. I'll always learn what you have to teach.
There has been some trouble recently. It affords an opportunity to learn this lesson, but it will be dangerous. You must come prepared, or you will die. Descend into the Embrace and hunt until you have gathered the parts for fire arrows.
Fire arrows? What kind of trouble are we talking about?
Once you have the parts, you will meet me there, at the gate beyond the village of Mother's Heart.
The North Gate? At the edge of the Embrace?
Yes. Now be on your way.
Okay, and so once again, we can go and check some of these other items. We're gonna check, is there anything
Something
else?
bothering you?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, and now you kind of get this feeling that Rost is holding back something. Once again, I'm going to let you guys choose all of these storyline paths. There's a lot of dialogue. It's all voice acted, so you get a really good feeling for the characters.
Anything else you want me to do while I'm down in the Embrace?
Odd Grata might be out of food by now. You could hunt a week's worth of meat for her, if you find the time.
Wouldn't mind if she'd say thanks just once.
Grata follows the law. Her silence towards us is honorable, not an insult.
If you say so. Are you worrying about what happens after the proving?
What happens is clear. You will be accepted as one of the tribe, and I will still be an outcast. To be shunned.
Rost, even if the tribe accepts me, I won't...
There is much to do, Aloy. We will discuss this later.
Okay.
Once again, if you are trying to speed through this game, you can actually skip a lot of this dialogue.
I'm also going to pay Karst a visit.
Aloy, that man breaks the law every time he speaks to you.
And I'm glad he does. I want to buy a tripcaster, and no other trader will sell to outcasts.
Stock it with ammunition, then. You'll find use for that weapon tonight.
That sounds ominous. All right. See you at the North Gate.
So, now we have quests, and this game is not short of fetch quests and other type of quests. Definitely has its fair share. So it tells you, okay, first quest we have on here, this is going to be our main primary quest, is the Hunt for Blaze. Unfortunately, you can only have really one open at a time. I'm going to activate the Odd Grata. It's simple. You just hover over the little icon and press the square key or square button, and it will go ahead and highlight that as your active quest, and it will do a pretty good job of leading you in the direction you need to go for that, including going down any roads.
He's wrong.
So again, we're going to continue kind of gathering along our way. You can see our health patch up there. We actually filled out the health pouch and are starting almost on a second one. So that's actually extremely useful as we move along. There will be options to upgrade that health pouch even more.
My whole life I've never gone beyond this valley. That'll change after the proving. 2 days. 2 days until I get answers. 2 days and I'll know who she was. And why I was cast out at birth. As if there could be an excuse for that. Alright, time to gather the parts for some fire arrows. I should find a herd.
Okay, so we're just going to run along. Up here, we should actually run into our first set of enemies. Oh, well, maybe not here. If you ever need rocks, usually rocks are found along rivers or paths. In this case, they aren't, but we've got some corruption glaze root, which is nice and helpful. Alright. Up here, this is where we will find our first enemy. So we've got some watchers. Oh, and look, here's a boar. We can technically, if we want to, we can kill this guy. Yeah, it's just not going to happen, though. So I am going to come over here, and I'm going to kind of showcase one of these little special abilities we unlocked. So one of the ones we got was a silent strike, which is extremely, like, I cannot stress how useful this is. And dead. Hey, give me your stuff. Free kill. Didn't have to waste any kind of arrows on it. Now, this is something important. If you leave a machine out, these other machines will see them eventually and get curious. So, okay, come on, we'll back up. So we're hidden again. Get an official read. The eye being the only real weakness. Here's the one reason why you want this. Lead them over. Done. Easy points, easy experience, a great way for you to level up, especially in the early parts of the game. I cannot stress the importance of some of these abilities. Even though your playstyle may be a little bit different, I do recommend getting Silent Strike. Also, getting, we're going to use the focus, and you see how time kind of slows down. That's another really useful one to have. So, in addition to machines, the focus will actually pick up on animals as well. I think we saw that in the cave earlier. See, there's a boar. We should be able to find, what's this? Watcher. Here's a dead machine. So, we can find more than just machines with this. The only downfall is when you have out your focus and you are scanning the area, you do go to a walk. So if you're wanting to go somewhere fast, it won't happen. So there's Grata in the background. We aren't too worried about her right now. We're going to check out this machine that's this broken down Watcher, just kind of hanging out. Anytime you see these in the wild, they're basically freebies. Do take the chance to go up to them and loot them for whatever you need, even if it's metal shards. Metal shards are the currency in this game. So just searching the area, make sure there's nothing too interesting. We'll go talk to Grata. Grata is definitely odd. She comes by the name Naturally, but you'll see that she has her own way of kind of communicating with us.
Hello, Grata.
Oh, Mother, since I was cast out, have I not been constant as the river flows? Have I not kept the vows as the stones do? Show me your grace, All Mother, and provide for me once more.
Don't worry, Grata. I'll hunt your rabbits.
Oh, Mother, I hear your voice on the wind. I would count your blessings on my prayer beads, but I lost them atop the eastern overlook. My old bones are too worn to return.
So it's rabbits and your trinket you need this time. Okay, I'll find you at your camp.
Okay, so now we have fetch quests, and we have to gather meat. Oh, come on. Thank you, Aloy. You get stuck on stuff. We have a fetch quest. We have to get meat and prayer beads.
It's warmer out here.
Kind of the reason why I was looking around, honestly, coming up this hill. I was trying to see if there was anything we could kind of pre-kill, but yes, as you can see, I am not a lucky person today. Ah, okay, so there, I see some stuff over here we can kill. So sometimes, and this is kind of what I have found. Uh-oh. I'm gonna watch her over here.
Rob! It's your sister, Olara!
Take that guy out. So that was 200 easy points just for killing that guy with stealth. Oh, hey. Okay, well. Mistakes were made. So now... There you go. By killing these machines, you see here, we've actually got a Watcher Heart, which is a rare item. which is worth more shards and can actually be used in trading to get other things.
Can you hear me?
We actually have a quest over here. You hear the girl kind of talking. Where's she at? We'll talk to her so she quits yelling. Oh, she's way up there. Okay. So, best thing is, anytime you need to climb
please.
something,
It's Alara!
you can find these little yellow ropes or outcroppings or stuff like that. The game does a really good job of kind of outlining all of that information for you. Hopefully you can find it. If you can't, then just look around. Like in this case, Aloy says, okay, I know I need to go up. Automatically does it. Just hit the jump key. You guys will be perfect and just fine.
Who are you calling out for? Do you need help?
I have nothing against outcasts. Far from it. But I shouldn't talk to you. I don't want to get in trouble.
I don't see anyone else around to help.
I guess you're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be callous. My brother was cast out, but his sentence has ended. He should have come home, but he didn't, and his camp was covered in blood.
I will go ahead and jump into
I'll
these.
do what I can to find your brother.
You will? Then let me come with you. I won't be a bother. I know how to stay out of sight.
I'm faster on my own.
If that is how it must be, just find him then. Please.
That was close. Don't run away. Ah, okay. And there we are.
Okay, Greta said her prayer beads were at the eastern overlook. It's not far from here.
So again, we can continue on doing what we were. By the way, just going to point this out on the little compass that's above on the screen. You do see that there is a settlement. That's what those little towns are. And you see that there is a campfire. I cannot stress the importance of finding campfires and getting them to this point where you see it's green on my map. That is very useful later on in the game. What you will find is this game has a fast travel mechanic to it, and it is very, very useful. But you can only fast travel to campfires that you've been to. Here you see we have ruins. I think we spoke about this a little bit earlier, and we're going to go ahead and kind of dive back in there now. Also, you can see, this is a good time to pull up the map. So, the map of this area, this is just your beginning area. That's kind of big, right? Well, it actually continues to be extremely large. Now, it's not the biggest game map of all, but it is definitely expansive in a lot of ways. So we definitely have a lot of game to cover. So right now we're going to jump into quests. From here, the quest screen, we can check some of the things we've already learned. You got our first side quest, the Forgotten. We're more concerned at this point with these ruins. These are the ruins that Aloy fell into when she was a child, and we are actually going to go back into those, because if you remember, there were some items down there that we could not get to.
This old place. I haven't been here in years. Wonder what I can find.
So a lot of this you'll have to forgive me. I've just got to get reacquainted with the area. I think there were 2 areas specifically that we could not get to. Nope, not this way. That's all my fault. Ah, here you go. Can we get in here now? No, okay. It just looks pretty back there. There you go. Come on, get through. So now you see we have a whole bunch of items.
Might need this.
And I still feel like we're missing one important item. Oh, open up the weapon wheel. Okay, so here's where it's telling us we can create our fire arrows. Guess what? We just completed Rost's quest for us. I believe that's all that there is to gather in this area. So we can actually head out. Or we can continue backwards. I'm going to continue to explore just to make sure I exhaust everything out. I still feel like, if memory serves me correct, there's what? Ah, see, there's still one more area.
I wonder if I can find a way.
So this is actually a really important area. This is what I was searching for to begin with. And this is something that, you know, right here, this power cell, this is a very, very important item. And you will see that later on in the game, especially playing this on very hard. It will come in real handy. Okay, and that's pretty much all we need in this area. Okay, ruin's done. We don't have to do that one ever again. Okay, got another boar over here.
Nice.
If you ever find that you're having a hard time tracking, whoops, I would definitely suggest tagging your target, because it makes following them really easy. As you saw right there. Also, animals, fire arrows, good idea. So, here's another watcher. I'm going to go ahead and attempt this one. So, shoot him in the eye, right? Aw, missed. Curious? Right there. Machine kill 175 for that, okay? Well, and I pissed that guy off too. Oh, okay. Beware that attack. So here we've actually staggered our enemy. You can see he actually got a lot more for that kill. It was 175 for the kill plus 100 for the critical hit on it. A stealth attack gives you 25 bonus points. Critical hit, definitely more. Once again, this is all goes to game style and gameplay right here. We're going to sneak up on this Watcher. Hit it really hard. Oh, nope. Knock it down, and again, right there. That is that.
That's coming with me.
That is an example. Where is it? Of this right here, the critical hit. Once again, very, very useful. And if you're like me and you have a harder time aiming with arrows, it comes into play, especially against some of these smaller enemies. All right. We're gonna head back to this fire pit, do a quick save, and that's gonna be pretty much our episode today. Guys, everybody, thank you for coming out. Oh, look, Bunny. Sorry. Let's get distracted. Aw, come on. Let's go for swag points. See, and this is why. Oh, you can use your L1 attack. Oh, look, hey, good stuff. This is why I use melee attacks in these games. So anyway, guys, thank you everybody for coming out and enjoying the episode along with me. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the support that you all give to the channel. If you enjoyed what you saw today, please let me know down in the comments below. Hit that like button, and if you haven't done so yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you have any questions or you want to find out how to stay connected with the Sylokat gaming community, feel free to jump into the description of the video. I've placed a number of links of how you can stay connected with us. Once again, I love you guys. I'm so thankful for all the support you give the channel. I can't wait to see you next time. Have a nice day.